Hey Knoxville, I'm Mayor Indya Kincannon, and this is Kickin' It with Kincannon. Every month, we sit down with community leaders, city staff, and Knoxville neighbors to talk about what's happening in Knoxville, the progress, the challenges, and the people who make it all work. So let's get to it. Welcome back to Kickin' It with Kincannon. It's a beautiful time in our city. The city's just glowing with holiday decor and festivities. And today I want to meet and talk to the person who makes it all possible, Kyndra Brewer, our Director of Special Events. Kyndra, there's no one in our city who knows better how to bring people together during the holidays and around the year than you. So tell us a little bit about the secret of your success. How do you know, right now, it's the Christmas and holiday season, but there are things that go around year-round that help make memories for people in Knoxville. And some, to the everyday residents and visitors to our city, it just magically appears. But I know it actually takes a lot of work and planning. So tell us a little bit about what makes you tick and how you make all these special events happen for our city.
Well, it does take all year to put in place. And even though we are celebrating the holiday season at the moment, we may see something in March. We may see something in April that will be a nice little element to be able to add to the holiday season. So we're always looking. And our community is who we do this for. We want to make memories and traditions, and that's what we're doing. And, every year there's always a new little component. But we are very heavy with the tradition. We hear from the community. We hear from the people what they really enjoy and what they'd like to see, and we try to make that happen every year.
Did you ever have something that you were like, well, we're going to change this or do this differently, and then you had to bring it back the next year because people were like, or the next hour?
Yeah, absolutely. We got the brilliant idea several years ago that we were going to change the color on the tree. Well, it just so happened it was blue. Because, blue Christmas, it's cold, kind of make it feel cold outside. Well, we also played Kentucky that weekend. So that did not go over well. And none of us really thought about the Kentucky aspect of it. We were just like, okay, well, let's make it nice and cold. It was kind of on a warmer side. So we thought adding the blue element would be exciting and, add some chill, and it backfired.
Well, we live and learn. Maybe orange and white is
that's probably what we should do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyhow, well, before we get into some more of the Christmas in the City events, tell us a little bit about how you got into this work. And, did you grow up being like, I want to be a special events planner for the city of Knoxville when I grow up? Because it's sort of an unusual career path.
It is very funny that you should ask, because it is. All I've done my whole entire career is events. I started in 1996 at Northern Arizona University and producing concerts, promoting concerts on campus, which then led me to Arizona State University for 5 years, working with alumni and doing events for the College of Education, which then led me here. So I've been here ever since. But actually, I remember being very young and watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yeah.
And absolutely loved it, and saw, I think it was Jean McFadden at the time, and she produced for many years, and she stood there and she cut that red ribbon and said, let's have a parade, and there were balloons and confetti, and Santa Claus was coming, and I thought, ooh, that's fun. That looks fun. And it was something that always kind of stuck with me. I like being behind the scenes. I like making magic happen, and I want the community and I want everybody around just to have a really good time.
Well, mission accomplished. I mean, I've been coming to City of Knoxville events for the whole time I've lived in Knoxville, and bringing my kids to these events and family members. And we have many, many memories of enjoying things around, not just Christmas, but, 4th of July, the ice skating rink, concerts. Tell us a little bit about, you have a small but mighty team of just 3 people, but I know it takes a lot more than just 3 people to pull these off. So who else helps you in this?
So there is an office of 3 that all we think about is events, but we would not be able to do what we do without our public service department, the Knoxville Police Department, the fire department, traffic engineering, facilities. We work with almost every single department here in the city to make the magic happen. So we may only have 3 in our little office, but we work with absolutely everybody.
And can you share with our listeners a story of like something that happened behind the scenes but for some intervention, something might not have gone right or something. I don't know, just like a last minute save that you or someone in public service or someone like saved the day because they moved that construction cone or something.
Well, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's
Well,
a lot
maybe
of
I don't want to know
like
all
that.
of them.
But one that I will have to say is facilities and public service love to give us a very hard time the day of I hope the tree lights. I don't know, the power's not working. It hasn't been shining so bright. I hope the tree lights. And that one year I was like, I am so tired of hearing the same joke every year. It's like, yes, it's going to work. It's going to work. Well, they had done something differently to rig the lighting in the tree, and only half of it lit. And I just wanted to like die. I just like
this is in front of everybody.
This is in front of everybody. This is the Regal Celebration. This is thousands of people downtown waiting for the tree to light, and the bottom half of the tree lights. And I literally was just like, this can't be happening. They for once, they were serious, and I didn't believe them. And what seemed like it was probably 30 minutes was 3 seconds, and then the top half of the tree lit. So they made it look like it was supposed to be that way in sections. And what's the front story above the fold the next morning? A half-lit Christmas tree with the
very
top
memorable,
half.
making
Very,
memories.
very memorable, but they thought it was supposed to happen. So
okay. Well,
that
we'll
was
pretend
great.
that was the plan all along. It's like anticipation. So
Yes.
Speaking of anticipation, we are in the holiday season. Tell us a little bit about what Knoxville folks can enjoy in this current holiday season.
So the ice rink will be opening once again.
Okay.
And with the Regal Celebration of Lights, it's going to be very similar to what people have expected in the past. There's going to be fireworks, the tree's going to light, be a little Hallmark village downtown. That's what I hear the most from our guests is how they feel like they're walking through a Hallmark-movie set when they're downtown.
I love it.
So, and I don't know, that's probably one of the best compliments you could probably receive. But we're going to have our free hot cocoa again. All activities are free that day, thanks to our sponsors.
That's awesome.
Santa Claus is going to be on site. He'll be attending.
Speaking of Santa
Merry
Claus.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Santa.
How are you today, Mayor?
Good to see you.
Can we get a chair? I don't think you guys want me to stand up the whole time.
All right, Santa.
Oh, how's
Did you
everybody doing?
smell- did
We
you
got
smell the
cookies.
cookies?
Cookies are fantastic. I can't pass up a cookie.
All right. Well, we're so glad to have you.
Thank you for having me here today.
Yeah. Well, it's a very busy time of year for you.
Oh,
so,
absolutely. Very, very busy this
yeah,
time of year.
We're so glad
But
that
the elves do most of the work. So
most of the work.
I'm just a pretty face.
Yeah. Well, we're so glad to have you. Tell us what are some of your favorite memories of celebrating Christmas here in Knoxville?
Oh, Knoxville's fantastic. The tree lighting ceremony downtown, the ice rink. I love being at the ice rink.
Do you go
year.
skating?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
All right.
That's we're starting to look at maybe phasing that out as Santa gets a little bit older, but we'll see how it goes this year.
All right. Well, we're so glad to have you join us. It's a really special time of year.
It absolutely is.
Do you either Santa or Kyndra? Do you have some special favorites that you can share with us? Do you have a favorite Christmas song that you play over and over again that you could hear it 100 times and you'd want to hear it one more time?
Well, there's always Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
Okay.
That's a good one.
But I don't know what it is about the Peanuts Christmas song
Oh, that's really nice.
from the movies. It just it really takes me back.
This is a little bit more on the traditional side, but I will say like Silver Bells
I love Silver Bells.
is my absolute favorite.
Which version? Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, pretty
I mean,
much. Yeah,
you
and
gotta
that's
go
who I
with
was
Stevie
listening
Wonder.
to actually
Okay.
this morning on
Yeah.
the way in.
It's
But
Christmas
time in the
In
city.
the
They
city. It's sort of
absolutely-
like our theme song.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
they reference it, and that one just happens to be my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now, sometimes we have very quintessential Christmas weather. And I remember, I guess it was maybe 2020, we had a white Christmas. It was snowed. It was beautiful. But sometimes we have, we might as well be in Miami or
70
something.
degrees.
So which is your preference, Santa?
Wow, honestly, I'm partial to the colder weather.
That's right.
The suit in 70 degrees is a little
hot.
warm.
Yeah.
But the elves have engineered some Christmas magic to make it a little more tolerable.
All right.
And we just we do the best we can.
I hear there's like high-tech cooling things.
Absolutely. We don't want to give any of the magic away.
All the good magic. How about you, Kyndra? Do you like a cold Christmas?
I've experienced both. And I definitely prefer more of a cold Christmas.
Yeah, I like a cold one. And that white Christmas in 2020, that was a really special memory. We really needed it, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
Well, there's something about cuddling up, snuggling up with someone you love, a good cup of hot chocolate under the tree, under the lights.
Yeah.
There's just something magical.
Yeah.
Seeing the lights glow underneath snow is very different than seeing lights glow on a cactus. So
Yeah, that's true.
I definitely appreciate the glow of the lights under the
That's true.
snow.
So, Kyndra, since you've been helping, and Santa, you too, making Knoxville's Christmas so special, what have you seen that's like evolved in over the years? That's something maybe that you didn't expect 20 years ago is the way we celebrate the holidays now. That's just a little different.
I definitely would say just how downtown has grown and Knoxville has grown so much. The amount of diversity that comes to our event, the amount of people that are standing in the middle of Gay Street because there's nowhere else for them to stand inside the extension or on Market Street itself. Just really the growth.
Well, the growth and the people they know what to expect, and
Yes.
they come flocking to downtown, and it's wonderful to see. What about you,
And
Santa?
everybody just seems to have such a hopeful spirit about the season anymore. It really seems as though people are starting to enjoy Christmas for the magic that it's meant to be. We celebrate the birth of our Lord, and we do the things that bring us all together as a community, and I think that's really special.
Yes, I love that. It really is, in many ways, the most wonderful time of the year.
It really is.
And it's that generosity of spirit, the giving, the caring for our neighbors that is highlighted. We try to be that way year round, but we really celebrate it this time of year, which puts everyone a little smile on our faces. So I was going to ask you guys whether you have some other preferences. You mentioned you like some hot chocolate on a cold Christmas.
You gotta have hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate or hot cider, though?
I'm hot chocolate.
Yeah?
I'm definitely hot chocolate.
How about you?
Hot chocolate with a little bit of peppermint.
A little bit of peppermint. Yeah, I think we have consensus here. We all
Yeah.
prefer hot chocolate. So we also, Santa, after Christmas, we still have some more fun activities planned for.
We do.
But do you after Christmas? Do you
Oh,
just hang
no.
out in Knoxville, or do you come down to
We're-
our Sunsphere New Year's Eve?
Oh, well, we try to come to Knoxville every once in a while. Mrs. Claus really loves Knoxville.
Good to hear.
So we love the Sunsphere. We love the winter events that happen, just during the winter time, and not necessarily, but sometimes there's so many great events. Festival on the 4th. There's so much to do in Knoxville. It's really a great place to visit.
Yeah, well, that's thanks to Kyndra and her team, but we couldn't do Christmas in the City without Santa. So we're so glad that you are here with us today, and that you're going to be back on the 25th.
Yeah,
I hear.
just a few more days.
I know that you're spending time, talking to kids and hearing some of their wish lists. So can you share with us some of the most unusual things that little kids have asked you for?
There's lots of. Well, you would be surprised at some of the things that kids will ask for. I think the one thing that I think most people don't know, and we get a lot of kids that ask for puppies and kittens. And puppies and kittens are a very responsible thing.
Yes.
It takes a lot of responsibility. So Santa and it's just not a good idea to put a puppy or a kitten inside the bag and leave them there
right.
until I reach the right spot. So
you have to
leave the puppies and kittens
do
up to
some
mom and
explaining
dads.
on those, say that's more something to ask your parents about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, we just got a new puppy. We didn't wait for Santa.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we rescued a new puppy, and so now when I think, how much is that doggy in the window? That song. That's the one we've been
absolutely.
singing at our house, and we adopted a rescue puppy, and she's making our Christmas happier already. So there's just something about pets that make our family very happy. It's a lot of work, though.
They are, and you have to be a responsible pet owner.
That's right.
It's very important.
That's right.
I would say one of the best gifts I ever had was a puppy, and I got it Christmas Eve.
Wow.
Yes.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that was by far the best Christmas gift I had ever received.
Yeah. Well, we've got so many fun things to look forward to this holiday season and year round, thanks to special events. And I know that Kyndra and I are also looking forward to some relaxation following the holidays. We enjoyed the sauna culture of Japan when we visited our sister city last summer. So I think, this is a question for you, Santa. Have you ever done a polar plunge? And do you want to do one with us here in Knoxville?
Well, living at the North Pole, you
You're an
kind of
expert.
do a polar plunge every once in a while.
Yeah? Maybe you
Give
can
me
do
a call.
it. Okay.
Let's see if we can't set something up.
Well, what's really fun here in Knoxville is it's not nearly as cold as the North Pole.
That's true.
And so, the water's like in the 40s. It's not even below freezing. You don't have to make a hole in the ice.
That shouldn't be bad at all.
And as you know, it makes you feel great afterwards. And now we have
invigorating.
some saunas in town that you can, warm up, cool down, warm up. It's very invigorating. Maybe add a little hot chocolate, and then you
Gotta
really
have the hot
good.
chocolate.
Yeah. All right. So we have a date.
Absolutely.
All right. Kyndra, you going to join us?
For the sauna, I don't know about the polar plunge.
You can't enjoy the sauna as much if you don't get cold first.
Yeah.
So
I
anyhow.
may try it.
Well, Santa and Kyndra, if you were mayor for a day and you could do anything you wanted to make the Christmas season in Knoxville even more special or fun or unpredictable, what would you do? Who goes?
Well,
first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
The very first time I ever came to Knoxville is when Dogwood Arts was doing the bears around town.
That's right.
And being a guest visitor here, I had no idea that was a thing. And so excited every time we would turn a corner and find a new bear. I would do Christmas trees and make little Christmas trees and put them all over the city.
Unexpected places.
Yes.
Okay.
So people could kind of get in the holiday spirit.
I like it.
I love
like
a
it.
Christmas tree.
I can think of a few people who work near my office who would enjoy that as well. Santa, what would you do?
Well, for me, I've mentioned my love for hot chocolate.
Okay.
And I would probably like to have where is the best cup of hot chocolate in downtown? We have so many great
Instead of a
restaurants.
pub crawl, a
hot
hot chocolate crawl. Just
crawl.
test them all out.
There you go. I
Okay.
mean, who's got the best
Sign
hot
me up.
chocolate?
That
in
does
Knoxville?
sound like
ready
an
to do
absolutely
that
brilliant
one.
And then you don't
idea.
have to worry about who's driving the sleigh home.
That's right. That's right. I love that idea. Well, speaking of hot chocolate, can I interest you in some of the best chocolate chip cookies?
Oh, okay. I shouldn't, but
You want
It's
one?
Christmas.
You can't.
No, I'm good at the
Okay.
moment.
All right. I'm going to try one out too. Cheers.
delicious. Thank you.
Really happy to have you here, Santa. Thanks for
Thank
being
you
here.
very
Kendra,
much.
you and your team at Special Events, you make Christmas in the City so special,
you.
but you also make so many other events around the year. People think that it just sort of comes together magically, and we do have some magic
There is
involved, but
magic in the air this time of year.
it takes a lot of planning and coordination and endless inventiveness. You are trying new things, and every year the special events just keeps getting a little bit better, and people see that. I see that. Our neighbors and friends near and far see it, and that's why they keep coming back for more. So thanks for making our holiday season so special. Santa,
Thank you.
welcome. We're so glad to have
Thank
you
you.
in the mayor's office today, and come back anytime, and looking forward to doing that polar plunge with you.
Glad to be here.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for joining Kicking It with Kincannon, and happy holidays. Thanks for kicking it with me today. If you like this episode, share it with a friend, and be sure to follow Kicking It with Kincannon wherever you listen to podcasts. For more updates, visit knoxvilletn.gov or follow us on social. Until next time, take care, Knoxville.